I live in Seaforth with my husband Joseph and our 7 children. We live near the railroad tracks, which is close by the salt factory where my husband works. I come from an intemperate home, which means we do drink alcohol. On the day in question, we had been cavorting in the courtyard when suddenly I heard cries of "Murder! Murder!" I rushed quickly to my back kitchen where I found my neighbor Robert lying on the floor, big lump on his head, not moving. I suspect that Robert was drunk, very, very drunk, slipped on the floor, struck his head, and that was the demise of poor Robert. Now, because this alleged crime happened on my property, the police were immediately called, and myself, my husband Joseph, and my neighbor Bridget, Robert's wife, were all arrested and brought here to the jail to answer to the charge of murder. Now, though I was arrested and brought to the jail in September, it's been 6 weeks since that date and I still have no word of a trial. I suspect I'll only be given a day or two's notice before that happens. However, I must be on my best behavior and be ready for the time that I go in front of the magistrate to prove my innocence. Because I've been here in the jail for 6 weeks, and my husband has been here as well, our 7 children have no parents. Imagine 7 children without a mother or a father for that long. Breaks a woman's heart to be in here, knowing that her children may be uncared for. I hope my oldest son has stepped up to fill the role of father to the family, but I can only hope. And as far as visitors are concerned, it's much too costly to send a person on the train from Seaforth to Goderich. My husband and I can't afford it, obviously, given our current situation. Besides that, I don't want my children to come and visit me in jail. I don't want them to see me the way I am here. I simply want them to think of me as they know me at home. So meals here at the jail are very nutritious. They may not be as exciting as some, but again, they keep us well fed here at the jail. Breakfast is the largest meal of the day here. Because most of us inmates are expected to do some sort of hard labor as part of our sentence, we need to make sure that we all have a full stomach and lots of energy in order to get out there and perform the duties that are expected of us. That being said, breakfast is the largest meal of the day. We're fed a generous portion of potatoes, bread, meat, which often means fresh beef or salt pork, along with a cup of coffee and a ration of molasses. Lunch is much the same as breakfast, although we do add a bowl of soup into that. For supper, we have porridge. That's right, plain porridge every night for supper. My thinking is that once you put in a very hard day's work, a warm bowl of mush is all you need to send you right to sleep. Mrs. Dixon is the matron here at the jail, and she is very, very kind. She recognizes in me that I'm a good, decent woman and that I've done nothing wrong. So because I'm well behaved and because she trusts me and has faith in me, I'm allowed to work here in the kitchen. Mrs. Dixon treats me very well, and I would do nothing to break that trust. There is a garden in the courtyard, which is tended by us inmates here. Any food that we are able to produce in the garden is, of course, used here in the jail kitchen. As I've said, I've been here for 6 weeks without a trial date. I simply ended up here at the jail as a matter of circumstance. I'm a woman of integrity and a woman of my word, and I trust that when I go in front of the magistrate to plead my case, he'll find me as such.